take office.
公職に就任する。
It's been almost 2 years since she took office as governor of this prefecture. Turn a blind eye to.
を見て見ぬふりをする。
His parents were widely criticized for turning a blind eye to his antisocial behavior. Last but not least.
最後になったが。
Last but not least, salt has many other uses, such as melting ice on roads in snowy regions. Know by sight.
の顔を見て知っている。
The woman I am to meet today does not know me by sight. Pull somebody's leg.
をからかう、担ぐ。
Rob has a great sense of humor and loves pulling my leg. The bottom line.
要点、決算書の再稼業の数字、最終結果。
The bottom line is that all of us have to be there without fail by 10 tomorrow morning. Section 6.
会話表現2。2. 品質の会話表現。
Have a look. Have a look at. Take a look. Take a look at.
見るを見る。
The baby has now started to take a good look at anything presented to him before taking it. What? Like.
何々はどんなものか。
I want you to just imagine what it would feel like to live in extreme poverty as he did. What for?
どうして何々か。何の目的で何々か。
What do you go on a diet for if you end up losing your health? Have no idea.
見当がつかない。
I have no idea what to buy Mary for her birthday. Could use.
があればありがたい。が欲しい。
I've been trying in vain to repair this for hours. I could use some help from someone. How come?
どうして何々か。
How come you didn't show up for the morning practice yesterday? Take one's time.
時間をかけて、ゆっくりやる。自分のペースでやる。
Take your time walking down these steps. They're very slippery after the rain. Take it easy.
のんびり構える。
You've been very busy the whole week. Maybe it's best to take it easy over the weekend. My pleasure.
どういたしまして。
Thank you very much for your help. I really appreciate it.
My pleasure. Make oneself understood.
自分の言うことを相手に分からせる。
My brother said he had a hard time making himself understood in English the other day. See much of.
によく会う。
I don't see much of him now, but we used to see a lot of each other. Think again.
考え直す。考えを変える。
If you're under the impression that this used car is a good buy, think again. Help oneself to.
を自由に取る。
Please make yourself at home and help yourself to anything in the fridge. I'm afraid not.
残念ながらそうではないようです。
Do you think you'll be finished with this by the early evening?
No, I'm afraid not. Treat A to B.
A、人、に、B、食事などをおごる。
Since we've done a good job, let's treat ourselves to something special this evening. Be fed up with.
に、うんざりしている。
We were completely fed up with all those traffic jams during the Golden Week holidays. Come to think of it.
考えてみると、そういえば。
I thought of visiting him, but come to think of it, he's been studying in America for some time. Think much of. Think highly of.
を高く評価する。を尊敬、尊重する。
The film director was highly thought of by most critics. Legend has it. Legend has it that.
伝説によると何々ということだ。
Legend has it that there used to live kappa, imaginary creatures, in the river around here. Here we are.
さあ着いた。
Here we are at the end of the line. This is where I've wanted to be for a long time. Hit it off. Hit it off with.
仲良くなる。意気投合する。人と仲良くなる。意気投合する。
John and I hit it off from the moment we met in college 5 years ago. Watch one step.
足元。言動に注意する。
Watch your step, everyone. It's dark and very slippery in here. Give one's regards to.
に、よろしくと伝える。
Please don't forget to give my best regards to your father. You're kidding. You're kidding me.
冗談でしょ？まさか。
Oh no, I forgot to bring the box.
You're kidding. We don't have time to go back home to get it.
Part 5.
ここで差がつく難熟語170。
Section 1.
動詞句1。B 動詞を含む句
Be susceptible to.
の影響を受けやすい。2。感染しやすい。
Our brain is especially susceptible to temptation when we're feeling bad or sad. Be at odds. Be at odds with.
食い違っている。と食い違っている。反目し合っている。と反目し合っている。
I'm afraid what he's been saying is completely at odds with what he's been doing. Be committed to.
2. 献身する。と固く約束する。誓う。
My father is a policeman and is committed to the safety and security of society. Be here to stay.
定着している。
Whether you love or hate it, AI is definitely here to stay. Be liable to do. Be liable to. Be liable to do.
で、何々しがちである。
Be liable to.
で、何々にかかりやすい。
Those who have difficulty sleeping well are liable to wake up in the middle of the night. Be intent on. Be intent upon.
2. 懸命、熱心である。
The politician who was arrested for vote buying seemed to have been intent on re-election. Be no match for.
とても何々にはかなわない。
I was no match for Makoto at Japanese chess, and he beat me in 3 games in a row. Be vulnerable to.
病気、誘惑などに弱い。非難、攻撃などを受けやすい。
She's very vulnerable to criticism, so don't say anything that might upset her further. Be eligible for.
の資格がある。
Any customer who comes in the store today is eligible for the discount. Be worth doing.
何々する価値がある。
Although it lasts almost 3 hours, we all agree this movie is worth seeing many times. Be out to do.
何々しようと狙っている。
I'm under the impression that that guy is out to make money at our expense. Be all ears.
一心に耳を傾けている。
The topic the speaker talked on was something I'm very interested in, so I was all ears. Be beside oneself. Be beside oneself with.
我を忘れる。で、我を忘れる。夢中である。 に夢中である。
At the news that she'd passed the entrance exam, she was beside herself with joy. Be cut out to be.
に向いている。適している。
I'm not good at math, so probably I'm not cut out to be a scientist. Be the rage. Be all the rage.
流行している。大流行している。
How long ago was it that the Harry Potter novels were all the rage? Section 2.
動詞句2。動詞プラス前置詞。
Account for.
1の説明となるの理由を説明する。
The study was unable to account for the effects of stressful events on emotion.
2割合などを占める。
A research study has found that habits account for about 40% of our daily behaviors. Allow for.
を可能にする。を考慮に入れる。
Moving around the world allows for a new way of seeing things. Settle for.
不十分ながら何々で我慢する。
We wanted at least 100,000 yen for the project, but had to settle for 80,000 yen. Yearn for.
を恋しがる。に憧れる。
On a long autumn night, many people yearn for the hometown they left a long time ago. Count for.
の価値、重要性を持つ。
Yamada's knowledge of chemistry counted for a great deal in his new position. Cope with.
をうまく処理する。に対処する。
To help cope with their daily stress, many people take up yoga. Coincide with.
と一致する。と同時に起こる。
We arranged our trip to coincide with the start of baseball season. Comply with.
規則、命令などに従う。応じる。
Needless to say, everybody who opens a business has to comply with the law. Dispense with.
何々なしで済ます。
I think she can dispense with any more advice. Attend to.
を処理する。に注意を払う。の世話をする。
Katie took a few days off to attend to her personal matters. Aspire to.
を熱望する。
As a girl, Eri aspired to a career in medicine, but changed her mind later. Submit to.
に屈する。服従する。
After 2 months of intense struggle, it seemed as if he'd decided to submit to his fate. Consent to.
に同意する。
If they had been asked individually, nobody would have consented to this crazy proposal. Deal in.
商品を扱う。仕事などに従事する。
Today, many ordinary people deal in stocks via the internet. Persist in.
に固執する。をやり通す。
We won't be able to reach a consensus if he persists in his demand. Indulge in.
思う存分何々をする。快楽などにふける。
Alex is now able to indulge in her favorite hobby, knitting, because she retired last month. Embark on. Embark upon.
事業、計画などに乗り出す。を始める。
To deal with the shrinking workforce, Japan has embarked on what is called a robot revolution. Dwell on. Dwell upon.
1を詳しく述べる。書く。
I'd like to dwell on this point further because it's so important.
2をくよくよ、つくづく考える。にこだわる。
It is futile to dwell on the problems of today. Instead, let's try to have unlimited optimism. Tell on, tell upon.
に悪く影響するに答える
The succession of late nights was beginning to tell on his health. Refrain from.
を慎む
We should refrain from talking loudly here in the middle of the night. Discriminate against.
を差別する
This author writes in her book about her experience of being discriminated against as a child. Abide by.
法などに従う約束などを守る
Once you've signed a contract with anyone, you're supposed to abide by it to the letter. Section 3.
動詞句3動詞プラス副詞動詞プラス副詞プラス前置詞
Work out.
1問題などがうまくいくを計画するを解決するの答えを出す
We'd thought the preparations were perfect, but things didn't work out the way we'd expected.
2運動する
James wishes to stay in good shape and works out at a gym 3 times per week. Rule out.
可能性などを排除するを認めない
The police ruled out the possibility that the robber might have entered through the window. Single out.
を一つだけ選び出す
The investigative committee singled out the direct cause of the incident. Pass out.
気絶する酔いつぶれる
Father passed out last night and was rushed to the hospital by ambulance. Miss out on.
好機などを逃すを取り逃がす
Jim said I missed out on something interesting by not going with him to the exhibition. Wind up.
を終わりにする終わる
I think it's almost time to wind up this meeting. Pull up.
1を引き抜く引き上げる椅子などを引き寄せる
I went into a vegetable patch and pulled up a carrot, but it looked too small for anything.
2車などが止まる車などを止める
Our minibus pulled up in front of a small office building on a busy commercial street. Throw up.
1をさっと上げるを投げ上げる
After he'd tried several times, Jim finally threw up his hands and gave up the attempt.
2食べたものを吐くを吐く
Hiro became sick soon after dinner and had thrown up several times by midnight. Round up.
を寄せ集めるを検挙逮捕する
The law decrees that dogs running loose be rounded up for the safety of the public. Catch on.
1ファッション考えなどが人気が出る流行する
This detective story caught on probably because its ending is really surprising.
2理解する気づく
It took a minute before I caught on to what he meant by his joke. Get away with.
1罰を受けずに何々をうまくやる
You're utterly mistaken if you thought you could cheat on exams and get away with it.
2を持ち逃げする
Today's newspaper says someone got away with 3 million yen from a nearby supermarket. Shy away. Shy away from.
避ける敬遠するを避ける敬遠する
In the interview, the politician shied away from any question concerning his private life. Hang around. Hang about. Hang round.
ぶらつく 付き合う。
I had to kill a couple of hours the other day, so I hung around in a park nearby. Get down to.
仕事、問題などに本気で取り掛かる。
Let's get down to business. There's a lot of work to do today. Let down.
を失望させる。
He felt let down when she failed to do what she'd promised. Pull off.
困難なことをやってのける。
It must have taken a lot of organization and hard work to pull off such a big party. Follow through. Follow through on. Follow through with.
やり遂げる。をやり遂げる。
Yui followed through on the promise to return home by 10. Section 4.
動詞4。その他の動詞。
Find oneself.
気がつくと、何々にいる。何々である。
He says he often finds himself thinking of the woman he parted from a long time ago. Make do. Make do with.
代用品などで間に合わせる。
Every chef dreams of great produce, but most make do with what is available on the market. Make good.
1. 成功する。
I'm sure he'll make good in his new job.
2. 約束などを果たす。損害などを償う。
In a year, his landlady made good her warning and evicted him from his room. Make ends meet. Make both ends meet.
収入内でやりくりする。
With prices rising, it is becoming harder for anyone to make ends meet these days. Make believe. Make believe that.
ふりをする。何々というふりをする。
As a small child, Fred liked to make believe he was a ninja on a secret mission. Take for granted.
を当然のことと思う。
Patients tend to take it for granted that a doctor knows everything, but does he? Take into account.
を考慮に入れる。
Our big mistake was that we hadn't taken the traffic conditions into account. Take hold of.
をつかむ。を捕まえる。
The teacher took hold of the child's hand and led her gently into the classroom. Take notice. Take notice of.
注目する。に注目する。気づく。に気づく。
The employer took no notice of his manager's advice and made a mistake. Take effect.
1. 法律などが施行、実施される。
The revised law concerning privacy took effect on January 1st this year.
2. 薬などが効く。
In half an hour, the medicine he took began to take effect. Take pains.
骨を折る。努力する。
Koji seems to be taking great pains to avoid meeting Ryota face to face. Keep track of.
記録するなどして何々を把握する。の後をたどる。
His mother told him to keep track of all the money he spent while he was traveling. Keep company.
人と一緒にいる。人の相手をする。話などに付き合う。
She asked me to keep her company until her parents came home. Keep abreast of. Keep abreast with.
時勢などに遅れずついていく。
My father always reads a newspaper attentively to keep abreast of economic trends. Let go of.
を手放す。
Mary let go of her mother's hand when they were skating, and then she had a fall. Live up to.
期待などに沿う。恥じない行動をする。義務などを果たす。
It's not so easy for new companies to live up to customers' expectations.